show you exactly how you can make high quality YouTube videos using just your phone from start to finish. This is gonna be super easy, super fast, and for those of you that do not have the ability or the know-how to set yourself up with expensive, confusing gear, this is going to be the #1 starting point for you. Step #1, you're going to need to have some sort of way to hold up your phone. You have to keep it stable at the right height, and this is going to be the easiest way to do it. This is a simple tripod that is available on Amazon for roughly about 10 to 15 bucks. These are super easy to use. There is a mounting bracket up here and everything screws easily into place. Next is adjusting your phone settings. There are a few tweaks within your phone settings that you're going to want to make sure are adjusted for optimal quality. If you open up your camera application, then you should have a settings area within that camera app. This might be also located in your main phone's settings location. First, you want to check on the resolution that you are recording your videos under. Now, some phones will have a smaller resolution option. You want to make sure you're recording in 1080p, or you can record in 4K. 4K is incredibly huge file size and high quality. You won't necessarily even notice the difference on a YouTube video if it's recorded in 4K. So for those of you that don't need extremely high definition, 1080p is perfect. Next, test out recording in HDR if you have this option. Make sure you test it and compare it to your standard video quality to make sure that it's a good fit for you, but in many cases, this is going to be a real quality enhancer. The same is going to be true for speech enhancement. If your phone offers this, then make sure you record a test clip because it might make a really big difference. And lastly, make sure that video stabilization is checked on so that you do not have unnecessary camera shake. Next, you want to make sure that you're using the rear-facing camera on your phone. Do not rotate it to be front-facing so that you can see yourself unless you are certain that you have a phone that has an equally high-quality camera on the front and the back. In most cases, your phone's camera quality is going to be much higher quality if you use the rear-facing camera where you can't see yourself. This is going to mean that you must set up your camera, record a test shot, and then review it first before recording your whole video. But it's going to result in a higher quality video overall. Now, I cannot emphasize this next tip enough. Clean your lens. You may not think that you need it, but these two videos were taken at exactly the same time, only the one on the left was before I cleaned my camera lens. We handle and use our phones all day long. The lens on your camera is going to be dirty. Make sure that you clean it off before you film. Next, do not rely simply on the audio capture that your phone has itself. It's incredibly important that you have high quality audio in your videos. People will forgive bad video, but they do not forgive bad audio. Can't exactly tell you why, but it is true. You want to invest in a microphone that will clip directly into your phone and have a wireless transmitter that attaches directly to yourself. This is called a lavalier microphone, and you can get one on Amazon fairly cheap. Gotta take this part off. Still has the sticker on it. The receiver is going to clip directly into your phone, so make sure that you purchase one that is compatible with your model of phone. Oops. And this component is obviously the microphone. This can clip directly onto your clothes, or you can sit it down out of view right below where you're going to be speaking. The next thing we want to do is we want to make sure that we have our subject in the proper location with the proper light. If you want a cheap, easy light to use, you can purchase a ring light over on Amazon. The ring light allows you to change the color temperature so that it matches the light color and quality that is already in the room. This will help you to have an overall higher video quality because you're going to have an even looking color temperature for the light. Now, while you can use off-camera lighting, you do not have to. An additional option would be to utilize window light. What you want to look for is a big light source. The bigger the window, the better. And then you want to make sure that that window light is diffused. We do not want direct light shining directly onto the subject without it being diffused by a white curtain or a white sheet that is hung up over the window. This is going to make much softer and much more flattering light. The next thing to keep in mind is that you want to have some separation from your background and the subject. You do not want to have your subject that you're filming be directly right next to the backdrop. It's much more flattering to bring your subject forward and create that separation from the backdrop and the subject. Next, start filming. I personally like to click record and record the entire duration of all of my mistakes, all of my mess ups, reading my notes, etc. I don't hit start and stop. We're gonna be going in and cutting these clips later and piecing them back together. So it's okay if you make mistakes. Don't stop and start the camera, just keep it rolling. Now, once you have filmed your video, you're going to use an app called InShot in order to edit your video and get it ready to post. I'm going to show you how you can edit your YouTube videos really quickly and easily using a free app that you can get on any mobile device called InShot. Now, there are paid upgrades to this, but the free features are super simple, easy to use, and you'll be able to, as a beginning YouTuber, create a polished, edited, final version of your video. After opening the app, the first step is going to be to click the video icon to create a new video. From there, you're going to be able to select and import your video clips directly into the video editor. Next, you're going to be trimming your clips. Now, you can grab this little slider right here and slide it one way or the other to shorten or lengthen your clip, but what I prefer to do is to play the video to the exact point where you want to cut and then use the split feature. This gives me a precise cut, and then I can delete the clip that I don't need. So I'm going to continue to do this throughout my video clips, deleting out any unneeded portions, any long pauses, or anything that isn't interesting. Next, we're going to select the canvas option here because we want to make sure that it's sized properly. Now, you can create TikTok videos and YouTube shorts in this app as well, but you want to make sure that your video is sized properly for YouTube. So you're going to select that 16:9 ratio. Now, ideally, you would have recorded this in a horizontal angle so we don't have to have these crop lines on the sides, but I'm going to go ahead and use this as an example because you can create a video in the right aspect ratio simply by using the canvas tool. Next, we're going to select that big letter T to add in some text overlay to our video. So all we need to do here is click on that, and then we will be able to type in whatever text we want to add. After that, we're going to simply click, drag, and drop, or extend and shorten the text clip itself so that it starts and ends exactly where we want it to appear in the video. Now we have access to a variety of different effects here that we can apply to our video clips. We can add a variety of different filters. We can adjust the colors, the exposure, etc. So if you are applying a filter, you want to make sure that you apply the filter, that you adjust the intensity to your liking, and then if you have multiple clips, you want to make sure that you select the double check marks on the left-hand side in order to apply those changes to all of the clips. That way you are not having to repeat all of your adjustments, filters, color correction, etc. So when you're all done here, make sure you click those double check marks and it's going to apply it to all of the clips. Now, hopefully you are filming your YouTube videos with a horizontal aspect ratio. However, if you did film vertically, this does allow you to change the background to a variety of different patterns or colors. Next, we are going to be adding some music to our video. So under that music tab, this is also the area where you can add a voiceover if you so choose, but we're going to add one of their royalty-free music options here to our video. So simply find the track that you would like to use, and then on the right-hand side, click the Use button. This is going to import the track directly into your video. Next, you can click on volume and you can adjust the volume of your different audio tracks. Lastly, when you are all done editing, click Save in the top right-hand corner. Select the size that you would like to export this as. If you're uploading to YouTube, then you will want it to be set to MP4 at 1080p. You can do a higher quality if you prefer, but 1080p is what you need on YouTube to have high definition video. Now this is going to save your video file so it is ready to upload to YouTube. Lastly, I want to invite you to check out my 30-day YouTube Kickstarter program where I walk you through 30 days of guided tasks to help you grow and supercharge your